Hello and welcome to the New Age Geek Channel. If you're new here, we're building an inclusive space for people of all walks of life through the power of friendship, magic, and tabletop role-playing games. Tonight we have Forging Fates, our sober D&D campaign set in the critical world of Exandria, following our adventuring party, the Fists of Fate. What's up, Fists?
What's up?
What's up, Joe?
Hi, Joe.
It's the
What a
bit.
mood.
Nice.
It's a mood. I'll tell you that. You know what else is a mood? The fact that the New Age Geeks includes more than just us up here on the screen.
Wow.
Realizing all of you wonderful
What
geeks
a
and
segue.
your participation in this community that we are building together. If you want to become one of the New Age Geeks, you absolutely can. Just make sure to follow us on YouTube and Twitch, as well as join our Discord, where you will find moderated chats, emotes by one of our favorite geeks, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah. And chat rooms with the cast and other members of this growing community. Another friendly little reminder is that the best way to help us out is with engagement, so we greatly appreciate if you watch the video all the way through. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that these platforms know to share us with everybody else. Beyond Twitch and YouTube, we also have posts going up on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads, so if you are on those platforms, make sure to give us a follow for more geeky goodness.
Twitch Prime is free if you already have Amazon Prime. It awards you a 1-month subscription to any channel here on Twitch. Once per month, you do need to go in and resubscribe to that channel at no additional cost. Just link your accounts and click subscribe with Prime on that channel. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. If you're feeling charitable, please subscribe on Twitch and YouTube. Perhaps
Nailed it.
gift subscriptions to others. Cheer using bits, donate via PayPal, and subscribe to our Patreon. Lastly, if you wish to become a sponsor for the New Age Geeks, reach out to us directly via our Instagram page to begin those discussions.
Speaking of sponsors, if you enjoy the music we have going on here, we highly recommend checking out the Songcraft bot. The Songcraft bot allows you to play open source community selected music and soundscapes directly from your Discord server with just a few clicks. Whether you're playing with friends or streaming on Twitch, you can use the audio stress-free. With their pro level subscription, you get their playlist builder, shareable playlist codes, access to 40 plus music genres and 20 plus soundscape types, global genre selections, and 2 premium Discord servers, all for just $10 a month. But by using our referral code NAG, and that is NAG, you get $2 off your subscription for the first 3 months. All you need to get started is invite the Songcraft bot of your choosing into your server, and then let Songcraft take care of the rest.
And we are also partners with Dragon's Nest Delivery. If you don't know what Dragon's Nest Delivery is, it is a D&D shop with a ton of D&D essentials, including dice, apparel, homebrew adventures, their Nat 20 card series, which we have been using here over on Queer and Present Danger. And they even have a D&D subscription box. Inside that subscription box includes dice, candy, one-shot adventures, minis, and a bunch of downloadable content as well. So when you go over and check them out, use our referral code NEWAGEGEEKS, that is all one word, for 18% off of your order. And yes, that even includes the subscription box. So when you head over and check them out, make sure to tell them that we sent you. We are all struggling with our words tonight.
Words are hard.
They are.
You know what? Never mind.
Announcements for the week. Nothing for New Age Geeks. Yodi, what do you got going on this week?
I love how you just assume I have something going on, which I do, but
I was
that's
gonna say,
besides the point.
I've seen you writing in your calendar. It's
Yeah. So tomorrow, we are back over at Happy Jack's RPG for our Road to Nowhere Electric State RPG. As now we are all fugitives of the law. We are being chased by robots, and it's a good old time. We are still taking a break from shenanigans, so we will not be there this Wednesday, but we'll be there 2 Wednesdays from now. And then on Thursday, starting a mini series over at Help Action Needed called Our Place at the End of the World, as a group of normal people with lives and dreams live their last 3 days on Earth as the world is about to end. And that's it for me this week.
lucky bastards. What about you, Omega? What do you got going on?
Hey everybody. Yeah, a bunch of things. Because I think all of my games are on this week, which is great. Tomorrow over on twitch.tv/surfeffers, we are back for Doom Scroll, which is a summer series. Having a really good time there, though we're dealing with community service and it sucks. On Thursday, we are back for Vecna Eva of Ruin over on twitch.tv/Captain Robert, where more shenanigans are happening. I think we are currently dealing with slots. Yeah. It's stressful. And Cholt. And on Fridays, over on twitch.tv/Crit Hit Chronicles, we are back for Shadows over Baldur's Gate, which is a Baldur's Gate 3 inspired D&D campaign set directly after the events of Baldur's Gate 3. Really fun story being told. We just had a really big milestone, just leveled up. And it's, it's vibing. It's good. It's good times. Also, Gen Con. I will be at Gen Con. I have 3 live shows and a couple of panels to do, including Oops Ah Himbos, which is back. So check out Gen Con and get your tickets now or forever hold your peace. That's me.
Anyone else got anything going on this week?
I forgot to mention, I'm also going to be at Gen Con. I am going to be running games for Janelle Boss Jellybean
Nice.
for her safe mode disabled and isekai JRPG TTRPG that is coming out. I will be running games for that on Thursday and on Friday. Thursday sold out, so get your slots on for Friday. I'm also going to be running games for Monty Cook Games. Also Thursday and Friday, I'm keeping Saturday for myself, and on Sunday I will be a part of one of those live games over with Omega.
Very nice. Okay. Let's see. I think that's all for announcements. Welcome back, Tay-Tay, to the table. You missed it, and interesting game last week. That being said, let's dive into tonight's episode of Forging Fates. And we're back. Okay, so picking up where we last left off, who would like to give us our recap?
I got you. All right. Haha. I wrote this down. Let's see if we do this correct. Dearest diary, we have arrived upon the wretched land that is Saltrain Reach, an impoverished waste of space that these piratical figures call a home. Morgan and her machinations have led us here. Why? I do not know, nor do I care. But tonight, apparently, is a night for celebration and revelry. This dark place is filled with ne'er-do-wells and those without a sense of their own clarity and needs, but again, not my concern. Spotted along our ship, her ship, is one known as the Web Spinner, run by the one known as Matron Olestra Valen. Her webs are thick and filled with audacity. The imp she calls a servant attempted to touch what does not belong to it. It learned its lesson very quickly. Within the Crimson Barrel, owned by one known as Red Mina, yet another non-factor, food and drink was had, for the others, at least. As always, more desires from Morgan were brought forward. There was word that this, Valen character had the key to a potential treasure, and the pirate has asked us, yet again, to assist her. Granted, the spider did not give us a reason not to swipe this map from her. After a private conversation between Norlestra and myself, my patience grows thin. My ink runneth dry. My time is not my own. But why not enjoy this moment while I can? We set off, splitting 2 by 2. Myself and the captain toward Nolestra's quarters, and Fennec and Gormrock on deception and distraction duties. Zaro's being Zaro. Clouds of the thickest darkness blocked our view while the arachnid abomination stood sentry. Meanwhile, the Spider-Woman quickly caught on to our own machinations. It would seem Fennec's power prevented her escape. But what part of her power did she use? Which shall she use next? For now, the game is in the Spider's court. Let us see if we are caught within her web.
All right, fabulous. Make sure you take your inspiration point.
I did.
And with that, I'm gonna need all of you to go ahead and roll initiative.
Whoa!
What if we don't? What if we don't?
Question: Am I also rolling initiative, even though I am?
You are not involved in this
Chilling.
battle yet, so
Thank the Lord.
once their turn comes around and you are notified, then you will go ahead and roll initiative.
Thank Paylor.
I don't want to waste my. Yes. No, I'll hold it.
Good.
I was hoping it was one number. It's definitely not.
What?
I wrote a number. I was hoping it was a different number, but it's not, unfortunately. It's okay.
Oh.
Let us know when, Joe.
Okay. Sorry, I was just rolling through all my people.
You're good.
How
Morgan,
many do you have?
24.
Nice.
Gormrog,
22.
Nice.
Rhynek,
11.
Oof.
Okay.
Roll low.
Finnick,
8.
Oh,
Damn.
No.
The streak is back on, baby.
Oh, my Lanta. Okay.
Yeah, you guys should know Finnick does not roll well on initiative. She has only rolled well on initiative twice.
in the last 3 years.
Wow.
Rip.
just putting these in order. Sorry, everyone.
My gosh.
Okay, we are. Wait, no, I forgot. Finnick. Okay. So, with that, starting us off at the top as I switch cameras over to the correct map. There we go. We're going to zoom in a little bit here.
Ooh. Battle map.
Giving battle was giving map.
Okay.
I don't know.
Are we gonna die?
Yes.
Yes.
We're gonna be fine.
Just a reminder, you guys have not long rested.
Thanks for the
Mhm.
reminder.
Would I have long rested?
No.
What? I'm.
Yep, no, you're good.
What am
We
I?
did
That's
short
good.
rest.
You did
we did
short
officially
rest,
short
yes.
rest, but not a long rest. Yeah. So if you get anything back on short resting.
That being said, Morgan, you are going to start us off at the top of the round. You are right here at the back of the ship as you've entered in through the the balcony doors into a pitch black room.
Okay. I'm assuming I hear.
Yes.
sort of
If I recall, the drow in the room said something. If I'm remembering that correctly.
No. So unfortunately, we actually don't have a lot of information. We got there. We can't see anything. We know that there's someone inside, and we know that there's two dryader in the back because we both rolled pretty good on our
Right.
perceptions. But we don't know that Nalestra knows. We don't know what's happening just yet.
Okay,
Mhm.
then I'm gonna say give me a perception check at disadvantage as you try and use your ears to hear what's going on.
Using my pirate ears. Perception. That is a 30.
Oh Jesus!
At
What?
disadvantage?
Advantage?
Oh no, that was a straight roll. That was an
Oh,
18 plus
I
12.
was like,
But
jeez.
you ate that.
Oh, I rolled another 18.
You,
So
you-
yeah, disadvantage.
you know what's
Wow.
fucking amazing is I rolled stealth check at advantage, got an 18.
Oh,
Even with a +7, still doesn't beat you.
I have a plus 12.
So,
Rogues,
love
man.
that. Rogues.
30s
What
are
are my
supposed
little
to be impossible
pirate eyes?
DCs.
What are my little
Meh.
pirate eyes?
Well, you
Pirate
don't see
ears.
anything, but you do
Okay.
hear the sound of footfall, kind of like you hear the slight creaking of a bed as if someone's like shifting on it, and then you hear the faintest sound of feet kind of landing on the ground.
Like I can tell they're trying to be
Yes,
quiet
yes, they
about
are
it.
intentionally trying to be quiet, and they are kind of like forward and to the right a little bit from your location.
Okay. I'm assuming Rhynek is next to me. And I sort of put out like an elbow to see how far you are from me.
I think we're like
and when
right
I
next to each
feel-
other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I feel you there, I will say out loud because, surprise attacks aren't very nice. So I do say out loud. Well, it seems like our friend is awake. So that Rhynek is aware. And he knows that there was a person on the bed.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm, mhm.
And I don't know if they would move or respond to that, like
Well,
knowing that I
it's
know.
it's not their turn, so they won't be able to do anything in this exact
Okay.
moment. But
Shit, but I can't see anything, so I don't know what I can do. We should have thought this through, y'all.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
considered the site, and I was like, nah, it's not gonna be needed.
Yeah.
I lied.
I don't
I
even
think-
know if I mentioned it was going to be really dark.
I think this is the first time I've used magical darkness in this game too.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So I am going to, I think, like, I'm going to use a small, like, AoE, I think.
Go
'Cause I
ahead. What do you want to do?
know their general location
Uh-huh.
with that 30, even though I can't, like, exactly pinpoint them. But yeah, yep, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that. Now I do have I just have to check if it's another thing I can do at will or if it costs me really quick, because we haven't long rested, so I don't have a lot to spend, unfortunately. uh 5-foot radius. That doesn't seem wide enough. Okay, I think I am going to just cone of cold in front of me. That is a 60-foot cone.
Okay.
So
That'll catch almost all of the room.
It's not a big room.
no.
It's not going to hit the
I don't wanna
dryers
take
because
my
there.
chances.
It's not going to hit the dryers because there is a wall there between the two. Just you were aware of this from the scouting you've done before, so this will only hit this person in the room. But you can go ahead and do it. What's the saving throw?
See, I don't want to hurt them because I don't know if they're good or bad, but they're part of the spider's retinue, so it's what it's. The saving throw is I think it's 16. I'm just trying to look at what. I would assume it's probably dexterity. Oh, Constitution saving throw. Sorry. So Constitution 16 saving throw.
Okay.
They do still take half damage on a successful save, though.
Okay. So they rolled 20, not natural.
Okay. So I roll
Damage and then half it.
D8 and then half that. Yeah. So what's D8? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a shit roll. And then half is 18.
So 18 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. All right. And that. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I just wanted to let Brynek know what was going on since we can't see.
Sure. Okay. Then that is going to end your turn. Next up would be Gormrog, but our wonderful I'm sorry, she's not the pirate queen. Our wonderful matron mother is going to go ahead and use a legendary action.
Ooh, legendary.
That's great. Love that.
She is going to let's go with, we're just gonna hit you with our staff as she flicks her wrist in this long staff with these ancient demonic runes etched themselves across it. She's gonna go ahead and make her first attack against you, Gormrug.
That's cute.
That's cute.
Actually, no, she's gonna make it against you, Finnick, because you counterspelled her, so she's mad at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's less cute.
That's a 16 to hit.
Shield.
Okay.
So that'll make it a miss. So my AC is now 17.
Okay.
Oh, because you don't have your armor on.
I don't have my armor on.
Oh
Oh,
no.
I was like 17. Oh, yeah, rip.
All right.
Double homicide.
All right. Well, that ends her legendary action, which brings us to Gormrog.
All right. Well, since she's already on the offensive, I'm going to be as well. 2 steps forward, right in her face,
Oh, sweet.
and with the defender short sword, I'm gonna take a swing at her.
Okay.
The face.
Oh, Fache.
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah, I'm gonna say that hits.
Do me a favor. Take 7 points of piercing damage and make a saving throw, and add your Constitution.
Oh, shoot. Hold, give me 1 sec. I'm sorry. How much? 7 damage?
7 points of piercing damage, magical,
Mhm.
and make a con save.
That is an 18.
That passes.
Okay, doesn't matter.
What?
I was gonna ask if that was a spell, but then I remembered it's not.
Nope, it's stunning strike. Hold on, I have new things. I forgot I have new things. I'll save it. Second attack.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
Okay.
11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And another con save, please. I am burning my key points.
Fair reason.
That is a 25.
Shit. All right.
I'm sorry,
and then
24.
I'm going to burn a key point to do 2 bonus action unarmed strikes. First one plus 8 puts that at 19 to hit.
That hits.
All right. That is plus 3. That makes that 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make a different saving throw.
Okay.
This one's going to be dexterity.
That is a 18.
Shit. saves. Final attack is another dirty 20 for 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And at this point, I'm just going to say she cannot take reactions until the end of my next turn.
Oh, what are you using? Just so I know.
Open hand technique.
Okay, cool.
There's no DC for this one. It's just the third option.
Got it.
Just taking away your reactions.
Alrighty.
Ooh, fun.
Okay, that's gonna end your turn.
That does end my turn, yes.
It is gonna be her turn now. She's gonna like look toward at the pair of you. This is very inappropriate. Though I guess I can just handle this myself. And she looks towards you, Finnick. We're gonna start this off, I think, with. Oh, yeah. I think, Gormrog, I'm going to make my first attack against you. She is going to whip out this rod from her waist. You see these, like, spider-like tendrils on it, and she kind of whips it around and shoots it towards you, and this web-like fluid comes out as each one of the legs go to strike at you. First one is going to be 25 to hit.
Yep.
Second one is going to be a 17 to hit.
Uh-huh.
And last one is a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. Then make a DC 15 con saving throw.
I'll consider it. That's a fail.
Oh, I forgot about those. Okay.
Okay, your speed is halved. You have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, and you can no longer use reactions. On your turn, you can only use an action or a bonus action. You can't use both. And you also take 2, 5, 6 damage from the 3 strikes as they hit against you, just leaving these webs kind of like wrapping around your body and kind of slowing you down and binding you into place slightly. Look, once she does that, she is going to look towards you, Finnick. Just holds up a hand. I will be taking that now. She kind of points towards the chains on your wrist. And that ends her turn.
What?
What?
Next up is Rhynak.
Rhynak is old and blind. Right now, because of where we are, which is, fine. I get it. I understand. It's cute. Whatever. Love this. But what I can do is still get some information potentially. So, seeing that elbow and hearing what Morgan has said, you see that hunched form take precedence upon him as he looks back through, well, not really through, into this black ethereal space of darkness. You see him form that quill in his hand, and he just begins to point through the area, just kind of scanning, doing this kind of cursory scan. And I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts. I don't know why I pushed that button. I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts. More importantly, I don't actually have to see anyone to sense their thoughts. I need to just make sure. There we go. As long as there's a presence within 30 feet of me, I could potentially sense where they are. So I'm just trying to get a read.
Okay.
So I can scan.
As you look around, you kind of scan around. You are able to locate this other person that's in the space with you, and you hear their thoughts like, "Who would be stupid enough to break into here? What is that? Is that Morgan?"
Unfortunately, going deeper is another action, and I don't have that this very second. But what I can at the very least do, if I look at this real quick, oh, it says I have to see it. Tartar sauce. This is the worst. I think he says firstly to Morgan, what is your plan? Because we can't really get in without being bait. A problem. We will be a problem. Their problem. Any suggestions?
I was kind of hoping you had one.
Of course you were. And as a bonus action, I think I'm just going to. I don't really need to do that. You know what? We ball, right? This might be an issue, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to go into the darkness. Using her thoughts as almost an echolocating moment to try to get as close as possible. Okay. I'm going to go directly towards the thoughts.
Yeah.
But as I go inside, I'm not sure if they can see. And we were technically hidden outside. So I used my bonus action to re-hide.
Okay. Okay. I'll leave that alone for now. Go ahead and roll your stealth check.
Okay. I'm assuming just straight up, because even though we're hiding, they can probably see.
Yeah, you are standing right in front of them in a room that is not darkness for them.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna get at least attempt to.
They're just watching. They're watching you like sneak in, like comically sneak in. What are you doing?
Nothing. You don't worry about me. Still low-ish for me. That is a wait. Was that a? Hold on. I want to be real. Was that a 6 or a 9? Hold on. Where were you? And I'm so sorry. That was.
Oh no.
That was a 9.
I cannot see. I cannot read tonight.
24.
Okay. All right.
I'm just gonna stay there. But I will say before I go in, you might want to get your friend and let them know that this is harder than it should be. And I would just head in, not really worried. Hit me if you want to. Please don't hit me.
Please don't hit me.
You could, but please don't.
Please don't.
Have you considered not?
Not.
All right. Does that end your turn, Renek? Okay. Then the lovely pirate is going to go ahead and use a legendary action to cast Bestow Curse.
They both have legendaries.
No, this is
The same one.
the militia.
Oh, okay.
Roll a wisdom saving throw, Finnick. DC
17?
is 19. Sorry.
Fuck. Oh, wait, hold up. I have an ability favored by the gods.
Okay.
Where if I fail a roll, I can add 2d4 to it.
Come on.
So that will make that 21.
Okay. So you
Hell
are
yeah.
not cursed, son of a biscuit.
Yay.
Son of a biscuit eating bulldog.
Okay. Well, then it is going to be these guys' turn.
No, it's not.
Nah, they don't get a turn.
No, it's not.
It's actually Zeryl's turn.
Is it though? I mean,
Zeryl's just over on the other ship, just reading.
All right.
you know,
These guys are gonna climb across
Life
the
of a-
ceiling,
life of a booker. You know what I mean?
move into here and here, entering into the room, and you're the closest one there, Rhynak.
Did they see me?
You know what? They weren't in the room.
I hid.
They weren't in the room, so I'm going to give them perception checks. That's a 19 plus 5, 24. You rolled a what?
24.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wow.
My passive stealth is 25.
The exclamation point just shoots up above their head.
I did a shink. Like, oh, I've been spotted.
Well,
Should have used a box.
because
Not a
you are
box.
technically blinded still, they're going to go ahead and make their attacks. They're all going to be an advantage.
Well, they won't. They'll be a straight roll.
Okay, because you have what ability?
They're gonna quickly realize that even though I'm there, it's still harder to really get me down. I do have a cloak of displacement on.
Perfect.
I
Thank
have
you.
not revealed that yet.
Yes. Okay, so
Love that.
first attack then is 12.
Nar.
Arnar.
The second attack is okay, sorry, I'll just read something. Is a 18.
Luckily, this spell doesn't require sight. It just says when I'm hit by an attack, shield.
Okay, cool. But that does that disrupt your displacer cloak?
Nope.
Okay, so it's still active for this time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right,
I'm
because
not
you
taking
still didn't
damage.
take damage yet.
Yep. So
and that
still at
last one's
disadvantage.
that last one misses. So now the other guy is going to go and get his 3 attacks. That is
3?
that is a 24,
Please, no, it.
and now they're regular. Now
Now
they have advantage.
Wow.
Now you have advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 25,
Yep.
and that does not hit. That's a 14.
So 2 hits.
Yes.
You need to separate the damage, please. No, actually, never mind. No, it doesn't. I've used my reaction. Oh.
Okay. So that's 2 hits. So that is going to be these 2.
Oh, I actually didn't think about how that kind of negates each other. Huh. Oh well.
22 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
That's for both hits.
They just hear. I don't know if they speak it, but they maybe do. They in Undercommon. I just speak. You're going to die today. I've never had spider kebabs until now.
Oh my god.
I'm not cooking more enemies.
I don't know. That doesn't
Gormog
sound
just
too
gets
bad.
a chill down his spine.
Actually, like a spider kebab, kind of like it's giving
No.
like crab leg.
Absolutely
like-
not.
It's giving crustacean.
No.
Not even
You know,
crustaceans,
I'll
but it's
eat
giving
them.
that.
I'll leave them with you.
It's giving very devil spawn. I
100%.
will not.
I've already cooked a grung. I'm not cooking a dried
Oh
bear.
my god!
Oh my god.
At least one's actually part spider. Like that's law. You ate a whole frog humanoid.
No, we ate the frog legs, not the humanoid. Not the whole humanoid, just the legs.
Continue.
Anyways,
So that ends their turn, and then our wonderful pirate lady is going to use another legendary action.
How many legendary actions
Well,
does this bitch
She gets
have?
3, but she had her turn after the first
Have a
one.
turn. I reset. Yeah.
So she's going to use her demon staff against you, Finnick. That's a natural 1.
Demons? What?
ha!
I don't
So-
like that. Whatever you said, I don't like it.
So that's a miss. That's your turn. Now it's your turn, Finnick.
Okay, cool.
That made me mad.
No.
Okay,
Enjoy the natural 1.
I am going to get into a flanking position with Gormrog.
Yeah, you are.
While I might not have my armor on, I still have my sword on me, so I'm going to make an attack with that.
Yep.
No outfit is
Yes.
complete without the accessory of a sword.
So that is a 26 to hit.
That hits. Dang.
And that is 11 slashing and 15 fire damage.
Just check something. Okay. 11 slashing. 11 slashing. And how
Yep.
much?
15.
Okay. 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 You hit
And-
her.
You know what? Let's, for shits and giggles, add a second level Divine Smite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I can. Which is not as good. That's only 7 points of Radiant.
All right. It does not appear to do any extra damage.
Ooh.
So she's not... So she didn't take the Radiant, or
She
it
took
just,
the radiant.
she's not vulnerable?
She's not vulnerable to it. I'm just pointing that out
Okay.
because she is holding demonic weaponry, so I want to make sure that you're understood.
Okay. And then I'm going to bonus action quicken spell. Oh, do I really want to? Really, I only have high level spell slots. Let's just quicken spell shocking grasp.
Sure.
For a 23 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 points of lightning damage, and it, again, cannot take reactions until the start of its next turn.
All right.
But I know Gormog has a thing where I don't know what his reaction thing is.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Finnick?
No. That is it.
Okay. Then she is going to use her last legendary action to go ahead and attack you again with the staff. That is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Make a wisdom saving throw, DC 19.
That's not gonna make it.
Okay. You take 6 bludgeoning damage. You take 14 psychic damage. And you are now frightened of her.
Oof.
Okay.
Oh.
But that is going to be that for now, which brings us to the person in your room with you, Rhynak and Morgan. And as this room is now getting very crowded, they're going to, you hear in your direction, Morgan, why exactly did you think it was a good idea to come and break into our ship, Morgan? Don't you go find a new one to steal?
To be fair, I'm not actually here for the ship.
He knows who you are. Do you know who he is?
I can't see them.
Well, since you just hit him with cold damage, I'm gonna say his name is now Chilly Willy.
Perfect. I need you to make a Constitution? Yep, Constitution saving throw.
I was hoping you'd say deck. Come on. Ooh. Best.
DC is 18.
Got an 18? Oh. I got an 18.
Okay, so you
Hell yeah.
pass. still take half damage. I'm gonna use a digital roller for this because I don't have 14d6.
What?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Just blight
ah,
or
shit.
something?
It was a save, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Whack.
Did you say
Mhm.
whack?
Whack.
Whack.
Quack.
I said whack.
I need a dice roll.
Or you just roll some d6s a bunch of times.
14 of them?
Come on, Joe. You don't have
Four.
14d6.
I don't. I have 4.
Yeah, and I can't use my evasion because it wasn't a dex saving throw. It
Yes.
was con.
So you take
3.5 times.
22 points of necrotic damage. Let me just.
Oh, that's yummy.
Yep, necrotic. As you feel just this, like, a spider biting into your chest, and this pulse of necrotic energy, as they have cast harm on you.
Ouch. I feel harmed.
Those are fighting words.
Okay. That being said, they are going to step back out of the room, which is going to give you an attack of opportunity, Rhynak.
It absolutely will. And I know I have disadvantage. Give
Hey, Fly Mighty Bee, welcome. Thanks for the follow.
me a second. I just want to make sure.
That he is, in fact, the goat. I concur.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Let me rephrase that. I'm pretty sure a 27 is still going to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to hit.
Give me just a second. Just want to make sure. 22. And I need to check that. I need to be able to see them. I want to see things. It's okay. It's still gonna do that. It's gonna be Yuri. And that is going to be not a lot at all. 12 points of piercing damage plus 2 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. All right, then that is going to end.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Ignore all that. I shielded. I don't have my reaction.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. I shielded after my turn.
All right. Then that is going to end their turn, which is going to bring us top of the round to Morgan.
See, I would say you see this, Rhynak, but like you don't. 'Cause we're blinded. So but I wish you could see this. It's really cool. I'm gonna go so for the creatures in the room who can see through this magical darkness. They would see as the water because there is an open balcony behind us.
Yep.
They would see as a tendril of water from the sea comes up and connects with Morrigan's body, sort of coating her in water and developing her, as then it hardens into ice. I am using investiture of ice,
Okay.
which I can do at will, so
Yes.
doesn't use my charges. As you know, I realize my bee takes some defensive actions here, which is not something they do very often. But yes, and then the rest of the water sort of recedes back into the ocean as she is now covered in this sort of glittering ice armor.
Okay.
And I am going to also, I don't know if you want to call it a bonus action, to mentally link to Soshi. be like, "Hey, kind of in a tight situation. The spider's captain's quarters. Just grab Zero and as quickly as you possibly can. Thanks."
Coming.
But yeah, and they would be able to also pinpoint my location
Yeah.
via wherever the sword is at. So
Yes.
they know where I am.
Okay. Then that is going to end your turn, correct?
Yes, that was my action and my bonus action.
All right, Zaro, go ahead and roll me an initiative.
Nobody's come talk to me yet. I don't consent to dying today. 9.
Okay. So you go.
Nar.
You go right
You still
after Finnick or
rolled
before
better
Finnick?
than I.
Yeah. Okay.
You've rolled better than me, so
All right. Glenn's your turn, Morgan.
Yes.
Okay. Gormog, you're up.
All right, so I can only take an action or a bonus action because of these webs that have encased me. Correct?
That is correct, my friend.
Is there a way to break the webs?
You can remake your check at the end of your turn.
Okay. Are they like... How constricting are they? Because like, are they stretchy? Are they like solidified? What are we talking about here?
I don't know. They're kind of stretchy. They're sticky, kind of slowing you down.
I'm gonna use a bonus action to try and break out of them.
It's a magical effect. You are not going to be able to physically break out of them. It's a you have to get the check. You have to do the saving throw.
Con save?
Yes.
But I can repeat the save at the end of my turn regardless.
Yeah.
Alright, then... something was at disadvantage. What was at disadvantage?
Dexterity checks.
Ah, you bastard.
Your speed is half and
That-
disadvantage on dex saving throws. I apologize. Not checks.
Oh, okay. Okay, so... That's... fine, I guess. Could do that. Let's use my action to attack her.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack. It's you're flanking,
go ahead.
so it's going to be at advantage.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. 16 plus 11.
Okay, that hits.
27. But I also need her to make a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. 13.
She fails
Yep.
against my fire rune.
Ooh, okay. So this is a magical effect, so she actually has advantage. It's not better, so
So she takes 2d6 fire damage and is restrained for 1 minute. While restrained, she takes 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of her turns. She can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of her turns.
okay. And how much did she take for the other damage? How much damage did she take total? I'm sorry.
Okay, so she took, from the Defender Short Sword so far, 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And 8 points of fire damage from the fire rune.
Okay.
Extra attack, which is part of the attack action. Also at advantage, I assume?
Yep.
18 plus 11 is a bunch.
Yep.
That's another 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And because I can't take bonus actions, that's my freaking turn.
Okay.
So, con save.
Yep.
I get a +3. That's a 2 for a total of 5.
Okay, that does not succeed.
Figured. Thanks for that.
Yep, that's what I'm here for.
Appreciate
Making sure the rules are all applied.
Yep.
Let's see. That's going to bring us up to our lovely drow. Oh,
Lovely is a bit of a stretch.
she is a lovely, lovely lady.
It's her turn.
Yes, it is.
2d6 fire damage.
Okay.
7 points.
Cool. Okay. Okay. It is her turn now. She is going to. What do we want to do, guys? What do we want to do here?
She's going to surrender.
How are you looking, Gormrug?
With my eyes. Joe.
Okay, good. Good. I'm glad to hear
I
that.
can,
It's important stuff. Let's see here. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Let's go with. Yeah, let's go with this. Gormrug, make a Constitution saving throw.
Another one?
Yeah.
Golly gee,
Another
Joe,
one.
you're so generous with these. Natural 20.
All right. Well, you're only going to take half damage as you are struck by 20.
Smooth
Smooth
criminal?
criminal.
I was trying to
21 points of necrotic damage as she
Is that-
a lot of points.
goes ahead and casts harm on you.
That's already halved, or I need to have
That is already halved.
21. Got it.
Hmm.
We cannot move.
Correct.
This thing really has an issue.
That is an action. Okay. That's going to end her turn.
Make a strength save, please.
7.
That is a fail.
Okay. She is
It's
going
still
to
restrained.
cast Dispel Magic on it.
Does it count as magic since it's a feature instead of a spell?
It's a magical effect.
It is a feature.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Does it have a spell level? No, right?
Nope.
All right. I'll let it go then. I'll say it still holds on. Oh. Yeah, she should have advantage against these, so. That's a 20.
Oh, yeah, that succeeds.
Okay. So the chains break as she pulls her arms from it.
Me.
Forgot she had advantage. You got one round off on it. Okay. Then, because of that, she is then going to use a legendary action to do. What do we want to do here? I think we're going to go ahead and.
She's doing the legendary action after her own turn?
Yeah.
Unless you do that in your games.
All right. I'll give you guys.
Hey,
a round.
it's your game.
I'll give you guys. a round.
It's your
I'll give you guys. A round. All right. I was.
Wait a turn.
I'm just trying to kill you guys.
Raw says no, but I'm saying
All right. Rhinek, you're up.
I can't do shit anyway, so it doesn't even matter. I'm still. Oh wait, actually, I got to hit twice. I need to make 2 con saves. Just to see if this is even still up. I do have advantage on con saves right now for very specific reasons that I'm not going to talk about. All right, that's still
God, I hate
good.
these secrets. I love them, but I hate them.
Yeah, I am still good. That's great. Oh, okay. Because I'm still detecting, can I tell where the detection is now?
Yeah.
Is it closer to morgue? Like what? And what prox? Oh, I forgot there is a whole map. I'm over here trying to theater the mind right now. Is that me over there in the corner? That's me with a spotlight, losing my
is you.
religion.
This is you.
Oh,
This
okay.
is the person in the room. These are the two Driders.
Oh,
And then,
yeah.
And this is Morgan.
Okay, so I'm next to Morgan technically.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah. This thing that I tried to do to go inside and try to be a badass. No. If I can sense with my passive perception of 26 where Morgan is, I'm gonna try to use her to get out of this darkness because I'm not doing that.
Okay. Easy enough. Yeah. You're able to.
I'm going to bonus action disengage so
Perfect.
they don't try to get these attacks of opportunity on me, please. Getting out and say, this is a really ridiculous plan. Nice icy attire. And as an action, I think right now keeping that defensive vibe in mind. You see him. How does this happen? I think quite literally, he takes that quill and it lets go, and then it begins to draw his outline. And as it does that, you see almost a spectral, like that kind of maroonish fuchsia color around him apparate, and then it moves off of him, and it does it 2 more times as I cast a mirror image.
Can you do me a favor? Just to
Yes.
kind of remind everyone, describe what your quill looks like for me.
Of course. It is very, it's a long white feathered quill. And the edges of that, and the edges of those feathers, of that feather, is almost singed, almost desiccated, looks almost ashen. The actual quill itself is almost this. It almost feels like the metal itself has like become liquid and mutated and shifted and hardened. That's how kind of just weird and eldritch it feels. It produces. He has no ink pot, but it does sometimes leak a very decrepit, dark crimson, future black color, almost akin to this right here. And it's just very fine. Something you would see displayed at a high-end library or a calligrapher's like prized possession. It looks very, very old.
Okay. As you cast your spell, you feel the quill in your hand begin to vibrate and warm slightly in your touch. And the ink begins to drip faster and faster, almost becoming a stream of ink. You feel as if it is primed and ready to do something.
Does CB know what this means?
CB?
Me.
Oh. I mean,
Can Rhynoc tell what it's trying to do, or is it just like, what the hell?
You would have felt this happen similarly once before. And this is just more intense now.
But it hasn't happened yet.
Right. It is priming itself up for it, but it's waiting for something to set it over the edge.
Okay. As that begins to happen, I think I look at that and just What's Morgan's passive again? Passive insight?
In 22.
Oh yeah.
Morgan also cannot see you right now.
Am I?
You are outside of the darkness. She is still inside the darkness.
I'm so sorry. I thought that you were still outside this entire time. I thought you did your investiture and was like, I'm not touching and going in there.
Yeah, I never went in the room.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you're both on the balcony. I misunderstood that. I apologize.
Sorry.
Move you back a little bit there.
Yeah, Rhinek's the one that went in trying to be
Yeah.
badass.
Okay.
Regretted his decision immediately, and then backed up.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm looking into this, like, the inky blackness, but I
Wow.
haven't moved.
Okay, I misunderstood, but it didn't matter for any of the roles we've done, but I misunderstood just position wise. Okay.
No worries. That's good. I was just saying that as this begins to drip and Rhinek looks at it, you see a very insidious grin upon Rhinek's face. There is no other way to describe that. It looks dark. And he is almost like, he's not literally, but if he could, he'd be salivating with want as he looks at that quill. He goes, good. That is going to be my full turn. That's my action, bonus action, all that.
Okay. Then it's gonna go to now. My Drow Queen is gonna go. I love her so much. She is going to what do we want to do here? I think, you know what, Gormrug? You're enough of a pain in the ass. Let's take care of you. We are going to attack you with a little bit of a bestowed curse. So go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
I thought we were friends.
Clearly, you missed.
I got an 8.
So you now have disadvantage on all of your dexterity, because that is the curse that she is bestowing upon you. Ability checks and saving throws. And you have disadvantage on your attacks against our lovely spider lady.
My God, you're gonna die.
Oh man.
Sorry, so sorry. So sorry.
Okay. Then
I cannot sleep. I cannot drink tonight.
it is going to be our Drider's turn. And like seen out of a horror, arachnophobia people, maybe
Please,
headphones for a
please,
second.
please.
Okay. Like a nightmare from a hole, you just see out of the blackness these spider legs wrap around the door and just slowly slide out as these two massively bulbous spider-like creatures clinging to the walls on the outside of the ship now stand looming over the pair of you on the deck, on the outer deck.
They just fucked up. That's what they did.
They are now very visible.
Now.
Okay.
I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here
trapped in
with
here
me.
with
Oh yeah.
That being said, they're gonna go ahead and make their 3
Come at me.
attacks.
This is kind of a rock and a hard place. The rock being a full thing of ice and a hard place being Rhinek's stairs and audacity. I don't know.
All right, so one of them's gonna attack you, Rhinek. One of them's gonna attack Morgan. Okay, so I'm gonna do Rhinek's first.
At disadvantage first.
Yep. So that is. Oh, I can. Nope, that's 13 plus 19 for the first one.
Okay, I'm going to roll a d20, and it's going to determine if you hit a duplicate or me. For
Awesome.
the first one, I need to roll a 6 or higher. That is so effed up. That is, you know what? No, I'm not going to waste it. This is where I'll shield.
Okay.
I'm so mad. I didn't want to have to waste that. I don't get a mini spell slots. Okay, so no, won't hit.
Okay. Next
I
one.
still have all 3 duplicates.
Ooh, I rolled a natural 20 and a natural 19. You're fucking sucking egg.
Duplicate.
They just left the room.
I am.
What's the damn damage?
I am gonna. I don't know. So I don't know how you rule luck points, but I can give myself advantage. Oh, it can only be an attack roll against me. I'm sorry,
Oof.
Rhinak.
You know what? No, after that, heroic intervention is going away. Not heroic. Heroic inspiration is going to this thing. I'm rolling
Yep.
that again.
Okay.
That's a 10 on the die. We're good. You
Okay,
hit.
cool. But
My dice hate me.
but the next one is going to be a flat roll, correct? It's not a disadvantage anymore.
No, still disadvantage. I have not been hit yet.
Okay, cool. So that's gonna be a miss. That's a 9 plus 6. 9 plus 6, so 15.
No, yeah. That's the beauty about those things until
Yeah.
I get hit.
Yes, I love that spell. All right, so now against you, Morgan.
So mad.
Mhm.
Okay. That is a 21 to hit.
I parry,
Okay.
which makes my AC a 25.
All right. So the next one is a 22.
Misses.
Okay. And then the last one's that's not going to hit either. So the pair of you exit out onto the balcony, and these two spider-like creatures kind of follow you out. They just start swinging their swords at you. And Morgan, they fucked up. You just start
They fucked up.
parrying as you see Rhinak just split off into several different peoples, and they just start hacking away and trying to fucking hit one of these things. And they disappear and fucking shields. Very frustrating for these two now. Okay.
Don't touch me. That was rude.
Zaryl, you are up. You are going to use this. That was so
Yeah, you need to turn those off.
so loud.
You need to turn those off.
Was it me?
No, it wasn't you.
Turn them off.
Okay, so Zaryl, you are being brought over. You have one round before you get to the ship, so you have a round to prepare. Is there anything you want to do to prepare this round?
I don't know. Zero doesn't know what we're getting into. Can I ask Sochi? I'm assuming I'm going with Sochi.
Yeah, Sochi is literally carrying you.
Sochi, where are we going?
Morgan has gotten herself into trouble again. I'm going to save
You know, isn't that your job?
She told me to bring you. Do you think I'd want you riding along with me?
You think I want to ride along with you?
Anyways. Do you have anything you want to do to prepare?
No, I just want to ask what we're getting ourselves into.
Okay. That's all she knows. That's all they know.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I wasn't
So-
very thorough in my message.
Nope.
Sorry.
So if I got this straight, we are jumping into impending doom of which we do not know.
Yep.
Right. This should be fun.
Finnick, you're up.
Cool.
You are frightened.
Okay.
You're frightened.
So yeah.
So I have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while it's in sight, and I can't.
Move closer.
Okay, well, I don't want to move. So I'm going to. Hold on, I have to look something up super quickly. Sorry. Because I can. Quicken spell Booming Blade and make an
Okay.
attack with that, because I can
Oh.
make an attack while casting it.
Okay.
Oh, that is so smart.
You quicken spell a booming
cantrip.
blade into a bonus action.
Yeah, that's spicy.
And that is going to be a 24 to hit.
Let me get some sorcerer points.
It's.
Don't sound so excited, Joe.
I'm not. I'm very unexcited.
So that's 14 slashing and 11 fire. And then I don't believe you take thunder damage until it moves.
If I move, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll use my regular action to make a normal attack
Fucking brilliant.
for another 24 to hit.
Great
Okay,
turn.
that hits.
Gotta hate that.
And did it all while you were
For-
afraid. That's bravery right there.
8 points of slashing damage and 9 points of fire damage. And
Okay.
then, so that's action, bonus action, and I am not moving.
And you rolled all those attacks at disadvantage, correct?
They are flat rolls because I'm flanking with Gormrog.
Thank you. Okay, we did this.
I may be restrained and hexed, but
Not hexed, cursed. Just so.
whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's way better.
That being said, we're gonna go ahead and use. That's your end of your turn, correct, Finnick?
Yes.
Then we are going to go ahead and it is going to be our turn again, as we are going to use another legendary action. I don't have any dex attacks, which is not fun. I want to dex attack you. But I guess just make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh.
Let's go with Gormrog.
What am I doing?
Make a charisma saving throw,
Why?
because I actually do.
Oh, that's fair. 18 plus 2. Dirty 20.
I don't like it.
Sorry you feel that way.
It.
I feel like I'm not happy at this.
Do not find this pleasing.
She reaches a hand out and touches your chest, Gormrog, and you feel your whole persons begin to suck down into this place, pulling you into another realm before you're able to kind of resist it. And you are not, in fact, banished.
Just gonna smack her hand away.
No.
What
Oh.
the heck?
But that's not fun for me. Okay. This is going to be this person's turn now. And I think we are going to see about doing something. Ooh, that's fun. They're going to cast
Uh-oh.
Insect Plague right out here.
What?
As I need both of you to go ahead and make con saves.
That's so rude. You said con? Okay. I have advantage. Okay. 5?
That's a fail.
Yep. That was 2 4s on the dice. That's what the chat knows.
Damn, that
2
really
4s.
sounded like it was gonna succeed though.
You know, it was giving like
Yeah.
performance.
It was.
Yeah.
Because I thought, and clearly, no brain is giving Scarecrow over here. Did you make your save?
Morgan,
What am I saving?
con save.
The world.
Sorry.
The-
That is an 18.
That just
How
passes.
many 18s? Oh my god.
That just passes. So, Rhynak, you take 20 points of piercing damage, and
Ouch.
Morgan, you take 10.
Oh, and I need to remake that.
Man, and these are con. I'm so sad.
My God. No, wait, hold on. Plus, I just kept detect thoughts up. Not that I need it.
Okay.
So,
All right. Then they are going to. I think they're just going to move here. They're still in the shadows, so you can't tell where they are. But that brings us up to Morgan. Your turn.
Dun, 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 dun. So, could I go and like stab them?
Who?
Yes.
Who do you want to stab?
But I don't know if one or more of them are keeping concentration on the darkness,
Uh-huh.
which would make things a little easier because it would give us more room
See.
to maneuver as opposed to this small balcony.
That would be
that
very
we're
helpful
on.
for you guys.
Yeah, that would be helpful. So, the investiture of ice does let me use my action to create a 15-foot cone of freezing wind. How many of them would I hit?
You would only be able to hit one because they are literally on opposite sides of each other.
Damn. Okay, I'm just gonna stab it then.
Okay.
Sadness.
All right, you stabbing this guy?
Yeah, I'll go for the one on the left. Why not? So I.
This is the right.
Oh,
Why are you doing that to me?
there's I don't know cameras.
There's no
flip
camera. I'm looking at all the
Fine.
cameras.
things. Leave me alone, Joe. Yes, that one though.
All right.
But Morgan brings out her scimitar. And I
Okay.
think this is actually the first time she's drawn it since the group has joined
Yeah.
her.
As you pull
so-
it out, a bit of water like splashes out as if you're pulling it directly from a river or a lake, and just like this splash of water shoots out across the darkness.
I love that. It's like, all right, Typhoon, time to have some fun. As I am going to roll to hit and hopefully do a good job. That is a 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
And okay, so because they are on the wall, right? Are they technically in melee range with both of us? Or
No, I have them.
Because
I have them
we're-
positioned one here, and then you two are like shoulder to shoulder. So this one can
Oh,
hit this one. This
perfect.
one can hit this one.
okay, that means I have advantage. I'm gonna crit fish.
Okay.
Not a crit. But that does give me my sneak attack.
Snake.
So snake.
Ugh.
Plus, I am going to. So my sneak attack is 76, but I am going to use
Let's go.
3d6 of that to do obscure. So what I do is I'm aiming for, like the eye area, and they have to succeed on a dex saving throw or be blinded for the end of their next turn.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like, you know what? How about a taste of your own medicine?
That is a 15.
All right, and the saving throw is supposed to be 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus, oh my gosh, dexterity modifier. So 5 plus 8, 18 is what they're supposed to save on.
Okay, so that's a fail.
Okay, so they are blinded until the end of their next turn,
Okay.
and that cost me 3d6. But I do have concentration breaker, so if they were concentrating on anything, they have disadvantage on the
Okay.
save. And
Um,
then now I'm gonna do my damage.
That's cool.
So the 1. That's kind of mid. So that is 19 points of damage.
okay. Okay. I will say I did roll to see which one of them would be maintaining concentration, and it is not that one. And sorry. Then your turn.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna jump to break real quick because it is now 9:30, and I have some messages I got to answer. That being said, we'll be right back, geeks. We love you. We'll see you in a minute. Geeks, we're back. Okay, so with Morgan ending her turn, that's going to bring us up to Gormrog. You are cursed. And
I am cursed.
And
Didn't
slowed.
Gormrog go before Morgan? No.
Nope.
Morgan was first. You're right.
Morgan
You're cursed
had
and
that
slow, Gormrog.
26 to initiative. Yeah, so cursed and slowed does not mean stopped, so I'm a fucking hitter.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack.
So my disadvantage is canceled out by flanking Finnick, yes? Flat roll. Plus 11 with the defender short sword puts me at 28 to hit.
That hits.
Make a strength saving throw, please.
Is this a magical effect?
It is a feature.
That is
Wait, no. Negate that. I can only do that with flurry of blows. Forget that. This is part of my regular attack. I cannot do that.
Okay.
Apologies.
Go ahead. Just roll damage.
So it's... I did roll, and it is a +6, so that is an 8 points of piercing damage. Extra attack. That is a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Another 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And because I cannot take bonus actions, that's it.
All right. And she is going to roll concentration checks for the thing. That is a pass. And that is a pass. Yeah, that's a pass. All right.
End of my turn, con save. Yes.
Yeah, for the
Slow. Oh, that might work. What is my con save? +3, 19.
Okay. So you are no longer slowed as you rip through the bindings and they kind of shatter off of you. But she's gonna go ahead and use the legendary action.
A legendary reaction. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's do. Actually, yeah, we're just gonna attack you with our staff, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Whack me with that stick.
That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That's 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And 13 points of psychic damage.
Yeah.
And make a wisdom saving throw.
17.
You are now frightened of her.
As opposed to before when I was just uncomfortable?
Yes. Which is going to bring us to her turn. Okay. Let's see. It's going to give you. It's an ability check, not a saving throw. But you are becoming quite an annoyance, Gormrog. So she's going to go ahead and try and banish you once more. Go ahead and roll another charisma saving throw.
Counter spell. 4th level.
You are really starting to annoy me, Finnick.
Surprised I didn't earlier.
That was so good. there are very few things that can like shake me out of what I'm doing, and one of them is counterspell. The minute someone says it, I'm like, nah, get wrecked.
You're able to use counterspell like in the moment, correct?
It's a reaction.
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Ah, got you.
XO Joe.
Well, you're gonna move, so we're no longer directly in melee range with Gormrog. So
And 2d8 thunder damage from Booming Blade.
Hmm.
For 10 damage.
I get an attack.
It's at disadvantage because you are frightened, however.
But she's leaving
Even if
space
he's-
between me and Phoenix. So does that still get the flanking?
Sure. Why not?
Flat. So flat roll. That's going to be a 25 to hit. Ooh, 9 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Just chipping away, little by little.
All right. That is going to end her turn then. Let me roll concentration check. Well, that's a pass. So then we are going to go to Rhinek.
I think as these two big things have come out, watching Morgan kind of take one, not completely down, but get into her element. He looks back at the one that's closest to him, but then thinking about what the quill was doing, and can't really let that escape his mind at the moment. Keep going back to it. Does he hit? Does he do something else? And instead of holding it like he typically does, like a dagger, he then again points it back through the darkness. Do I still sense her thoughts?
You do. They are in this general area, I'll say.
Great. Luckily, because I am sensing them, I don't need to see them. I'm going to take that a quill and begin to like twist it slowly through the air as I begin to read her thoughts using my action to dig deeper. She needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Or they. I don't know their pronouns.
That is that's a 22.
That is the DC.
Is it really? Jesus.
GM, this is a I know this is a bull crap ask, but I'm asking anyway because I can sense them and because I'm trying to take what is most precious to them because it's their secret. Can I focus enough on them to silvery barbs?
Roll me a d20. If it's above 10, then yes.
I will. Okay, I'm gonna take a video. I want to prove this. Oh! You said above a 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Video's on. I'm scared. 15.
Okay. Silvery barbs. So now they got to roll one more time, right?
They feel almost something digging into their brain suddenly. And out loud, Rhinek says, what's yours is mine. Give me what I want.
That's even higher roll.
I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I'll have the advantage myself. And I'm going to just stand there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Oh, you son of a thing. How far away are they from me?
Let's see. 20 feet.
Great. Bonus action, disengage. I'm walking directly past this thing with the intent of not stalking, but like going in and taking what he needs.
Okay.
That pen is still pointed, wanting to get her thoughts.
roll me.
Okay, no, that's I'm just
No,
using
no,
my
no.
movement. I have
I know,
nothing else.
I know. I'm asking you for something else. Roll
Okay.
me a Arcana check.
What die? I'll use you. 22.
22. In this just darkness, you feel a hand wrap around your fingers that are holding the quill, and did you hold it in your right hand or your left hand?
My right.
You feel another hand grasping yours. Like it feels like it's a left hand kind of gripping against your hand. And then ends your turn.
Yep.
Okay. Well, being as how that you were the only target for them, they're gonna make all their attacks against you there, Morgan.
Yeah.
And
It can hit me. Sure.
you are flanked because they are now both on either side of you. So they're gonna
Okay.
have advantage. That is a 18 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. That is a 15 to hit, so that misses. And the last one for this character is a 20, not natural.
Parry.
Okay.
Brings me to 25.
Okay. So that's 25 for the rest of the turn?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to roll these to see. That is... Nope, I need to roll. Yeah, okay. All misses. They just... They just start hacking down at you with their swords, and you just...
And I do think it looks very cool. I don't know if all of you in the audience have noticed. I put all of my points into one thing, okay? And that is my dex.
This is like an anime battle, as you are just like the lone fucking swordsman, just
Yeah.
blocking every sword coming towards you.
My dex ability score is 5 points higher than any of my other scores because I went full send. One score. I can do one thing really well, and that's it.
Okay, it is going to end their turn, and we are going to have... How are you looking, Finnick?
I'm looking just peachy.
Just peachy. Then we are going to do this again. Roll a con saving throw for me.
That is a 25.
Okay, I hate you. You
I
take...
have 2 things I'm good at, and one of them is Constitution.
Is that about it? You take 28 points of necrotic damage as you feel this...
Which I'm resistant to.
Oh, motherfucker.
You really want to hurt us real
I
bad,
really
don't
do.
you?
As they cast harm on you again, and you feel that pressure just press down against your body as the necrosis spreads, but you're able to get resist a lot of it. Oh,
So that'll be 28 reduced to 14?
yeah.
Okay.
Zarel, it is your turn as you approach and are now flying towards the back of this ship. You see Morgan out on the deck against these 2 creatures on either side of her. And that's pretty much all you see. You see just a darkness inside the room.
Don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Have I landed? Am I just still floating?
Well,
What's going on?
you can have Soshi drop you onto either the balcony next to Morgan or
Mhm.
on the upper deck of the ship, and you can like attack down, but you won't have melee with anything. Or you can just kind of fly on the outside depending on what abilities you have.
I'm gonna drop down to. Can I be in between? I think I can kind of see. Not right there on the other side.
Sure.
Other side. No, like the opposite end of whoever that is right there.
So we're in here.
Yes.
You can. You are now inside the magical darkness, though, so you cannot see anything.
Oh, that is what that is.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. I'd like to see. All right, never mind. I'd like to see.
Okay.
I don't like the dark. I don't like to do work. And I'm gonna just drop in next to them.
Okay.
Aren't you guys glad to see me? Also, Morgan, we have to have a conversation because I was doing some really good booking, and you really, really got to work on your timing.
I did tell the rest of them they didn't have to come along, so everybody's here willingly.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right.
What am I
right
getting
next
out of this?
inside.
So
I don't know,
she
saving your
won.
friends probably.
So she's
Alright,
kind of
fair.
floating, flying there now, just off the deck. They look towards you, Morgan. And what would you like me to do?
If we were discovered here, there is a really big chance that Spider Lady knows what we're doing. I did leave the rest of your friends over with the Spider Captain. So one of you can aid us here, and the other should probably go check on them. Make sure they're not in
Yeah.
too much trouble.
Not enjoying that whole group of words in that sentence, but all right. Cool. So burn shit up, get the shit, and then get out.
Are you planning on staying here, or are you gonna like transform into something and go check on your friends?
Where are they at? They're
They
on
are-
the mainland, aren't they?
Yeah, they're on the mainland. This is not to scale the distance between the two.
Got you.
It'll take you at least a whole round of max speed to get there.
They're fighting Spider Lady, correct?
Yep.
Well,
Where's she at? I don't see her.
Right here.
dark elf
Oh.
lady. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna all right, see you later. Don't die. And then I'm going to sprout my wings with a little bit of fire on the end and then book out to
Okay.
drop in over there.
All right. Then Soshi is going to land next to you, Morgan, and assist you. You can control Soshi on your turn, okay?
Okay.
Which is going to bring us to Finnick.
Okay. Should I have been making saving throws against being frightened at the end of my turns?
Yeah. End of each of your turns, you can do it.
Because I know I didn't last time, so is it okay if I roll
Yeah,
now?
go ahead. Yeah.
And what is it, wisdom?
Yes.
I'm
19.
assuming a 12. Nope. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to bonus action Vow of Enmity to give myself advantage
Okay.
to make it a flat roll. And let's do another Booming Blade with my action and make an attack. For a dirty 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I will put a 3rd level Divine Smite in there.
Oof. Okay.
Okay, that's only 5 points of slashing. 12 points of fire. And 22 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Look, that's hurts her pretty bad. You see as the blast kind of flows across her, she crouches down and just bears against it. You see a bit of skin kind of peeling off from the divine smite. She's starting to look a little rough.
Cool. Action surge.
Okay.
For 21 to hit.
That hits.
Hell yeah.
Do the thing.
Do I? Because she's also starting to piss me off, but I'm also limited on spell slots. Hold up, I have to look up rules of Divine Smite. And I'll use a 4th level spell slot for Divine Smite too. Just because I can.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 6 points of slashing damage. 15 points of fire. And 23 points of radiance.
Oh, love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's looking real rough now. That just changed a lot of things.
So that's all I got.
Balls. Okay. Then we are going to go ahead and use a legendary action here. As yeah, she is just going to go. Well, this was not fun, Finnick. I'm just gonna touch yourself and disappear.
Can I counterspell?
You can certainly try.
I'll have to do it at 5th level.
Okay.
Remind me, do I have to roll for it?
Yep.
Does upcasting it give me a bonus to my roll at all?
No. It just makes it
So
so
it's just-
you will auto succeed if it's 5th level or lower. It doesn't give a
Okay.
bonus for the higher level spells.
That does not make it. It is only a 13.
Okay. Well then, she is going to disappear. As she does disappear, you see through the shift a bit of heat and flames kind of push out from it as you catch the briefest glimpse of what lies beyond. If you'd like to try and identify it, you can go ahead and make a religion check.
I can do religion. That's a 23.
This would be one of the layers of hell.
Explains a lot.
Did she just banish herself to hell?
Plane shifted.
I mean, same difference now.
No.
Okay.
Banish, she'd come back.
Oh, she gone.
Yep.
She said, "Yeah, nah."
Coward.
Wow.
Wait,
Not
she
you,
just
her.
put herself.
Her, because she wants to just keep herself alive.
Makes sense.
But she abandoned her ship and her crew to do so. She didn't even care.
Wow.
That was
Yeah.
bye.
Okay.
Wow.
Just
Yeah.
peaced
I mean,
out.
she also abandoned whoever the person in her bed was. So
Oh,
Who fighting hard? Fighting hard for her
Right.
lover.
fighting
Don't even know.
her for her love.
mm-mm.
That is funny.
That's crazy.
Speaking of their lover, it is now their turn. And they have their insect plague up. Which we'll figure out that later. Okay, we are gonna go ahead and move towards you, Rhynek. And they're going to go ahead and make their 3 attacks against you.
Excuse me.
This is at advantage, but it's going to be a flat roll because of your cloak. So first one is going to be a 24 to hit.
Right. I still have all 3 images up because I
Okay.
never went through. That's an 8. All right, perfect.
Okay.
First one's gone. Also, I'm getting rid of that dice. It has not been well for me.
Now, I'm at advantage again, correct?
No,
It's
you
still
still have not hit
disadvantage.
me.
Gotcha.
You've hit
Okay.
my duplicate.
Thank you.
Yep.
That is a 22 to hit.
Oh, that will hit. Oh, yeah. I can't even shield that. It will still be a hit. Yep, that will hit me.
Okay. And then the last one is going to be an advantage then.
Yep.
That is a natural 20.
Well, let's see if it's a 15. No, you hit a duplicate.
Oh!
Oh, that was scary.
Oh! All right. So for the one that did hit you,
Mm-hmm.
you take 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And you take... Oh, boy. 28 points of necrotic damage.
It was 11 points of piercing, correct? And 28
Yes.
points of necrotic?
Yes.
I take 14 points of necrotic.
Okay. And your max
am
hit
resistant.
points is reduced by 11 by the hit necrotic damage.
By 14.
Yeah.
Uncanny dodge. Wait, no. Let me make sure I need to be able to see or not. Let me be fair. That you can
do need
see.
to see,
Yep.
which
Yep.
is why I didn't use it.
Yep. So yeah, that is down by 14. Ouch. Okay.
All right.
Let me make my con save for that. I am good.
Then that is going to end their turn, which brings us up to the top of the round for Morrigan.
Let's go. So I know that Soshi has true sight and can hence actually see the person inside.
That is true.
So hey, I've got these long-legged friends out here, but I can't see through that. So do me a solid. And I will go ahead and move to smackety smack. Also, last turn when they were attacking, I had blinded one, so they wouldn't have had advantage.
Okay.
And then also, I do have 2 weapon attack, and I forgot to hit with my other weapon. But
Okay.
I'll do that this turn.
Welcome in, Raiders.
We both forget things. There's so many things going on.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, high level combat gets crazy.
Oh, yeah.
That it does.
So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to attempt to hit the other spider because even though Soshi can see, Rhynek cannot. And so I'm still going to try to get them to drop concentration.
Okay, cool.
So I will be attacking the other spider. That is shit. 12, 54. Oh, no, that's still a 20 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And I am gonna go ahead and use my I'm gonna use a lucky point to give myself advantage.
Okay.
So I can use my sneak attack and obscure. Again, target must succeed on a dex saving throw or has the blinded condition until the end of its next turn.
That is a dex throw, you said?
Yes.
That
it's
is
an
a
18.
18. 15 plus 3, 18.
Okay. So I do also have improved cunning strike, meaning I can use up to 2 effects on it on my
Okay.
sneak attack. I just have to pay the dice cost, so
Yep.
it's less damage. I am going to use Daze. They now must succeed on a con saving throw, or they're only able to use a move, an action, or a bonus action.
That
but not
is
more than
a
one.
15.
Okay, so the DC is the same. So 18, which means that they are now dazed. And
Okay.
then I will roll damage for that. This one. 6, and because I used 2, I only get 3 d6s for my sneak attack. That's okay. My god, plus 7. That is 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a couple 5s, so that was pretty good. And I am going to go ahead and do I have a second scimitar in my inventory or a dagger? Let me just see what the weapon is. I do have a second scimitar. Ahaha. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll to hit. That is a 13 plus 10. That's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and then that one is just going to be normal. So I'm gonna roll that. 4 plus 5. That's 9 points of damage on
Okay.
that second hit. And
For that
they
one-
do, again, concentration breakers,
Okay.
so they have to roll for both against concentration with disadvantage.
Oh,
And
okay.
let me just
It-
mark off my lucky point.
Then
Annoying.
with that, as the strike, you slice into the creature's chest, the darkness inside the room just begins to shimmer out, shedding in
Nice.
that moonlight from outside, allowing you all to still see. It's still dark in the room, but it's just normal darkness now. And you all have dark vision, so
Yeah. So it's dim, but there's shapes now.
Yep.
That's a thing. I love it. I'm just double checking whether I have any other bonus actions. I do not. Yeah, no, I do not. So that's it for me. And then for Soshi, I had instructed them to go inside.
Yep.
So as they are moving inside, the darkness sort of begins
Fades.
to dissipate. So they're probably thinking like, why'd you send me in here then? But they are going to go ahead and... Oh man, do I want them to attack as a person?
It's up to you.
They do a lot more damage when they're not.
Yes, that is very true.
So, Rhynak, you see as this sort of nondescript water genasi turns as the water looks like it's molding into a different shape, a snake-like shape, as they turn into a coatl. So let me... Do I have a...
Excuse me?
I'll look it up.
So
I
it
got
is...
it.
Oh, I know
For
what it
those-
is. But what?
Oh,
Yeah, so for those of you listening or watching, it is essentially a snake spirit of sorts, and it looks like a water snake, so it has this beautiful like blue greenish coloration, and it has 2 wings that start off in that same bluish green and then turn into like a orangish red color to end in this beautiful golden tips of its feathers. And I do believe it has like a little tuft of gold feathers on the tip of its tail, make it look very cute. It is very large for a snake. It is still the length of an entire person. And they are essentially now flying in the air and coiling around as they come around to your side and then strike at this unfortunate soul in front of the both of you. They are going to go ahead and, because you are there and they are very smart, instead of striking, are going to go ahead and try a constrict attack to give you advantage in whatever you want to do next. So I'm
Oh,
going
that's
to
cool.
roll to constrict.
All right. What do we got to do here? So,
Ugh, I rolled like shit. That is only a 13. I rolled a 2.
that is not going to
I
hit
rolled
them.
so bad. Yeah, so you can see that they are trying what they are trying to do, though, and give you some sort of an advantage. I'm assuming this woman's probably pretty, dexterous, and so they can't hold on to them. But the creature is attempting to help you, and you're very aware of that.
I think the idea of Soshi helping Rhina, I wonder how this must feel.
It is also kind of it's a lot less for you, and it's a lot more the fact that it is a 3v2, and Morrigan is one of the people there and is in trouble. We don't do actual combat a lot. Morgan's very sneaky, right? And so when it does come to actual combat, it's especially against other pirates or people that she assumes have done bad things. They get very aggressive.
They
And
get the
it's very
smoke.
kind of unlike them. Yeah. Yeah. The opposite of whatever their personality usually is.
Okay.
Right. So they are not constricted,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Does that end your turn, Morgan?
That does end me and Soshi's turn.
Oh. Okay. You all have high enough passive perceptions. It's at this point you hear the sound of as something teleports onto the deck of the ship.
Oh, bless. Okay.
Using a legendary action.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't expect her to come back.
Gormrog, you're up.
Do me a favor. Just, I
Tell me
know
what to do.
the map is not to scale. How far is that ship from us?
I told Zarel that it was one turn away at full speed, so
Yeah, that's cute.
Whole turn.
What's Zarel's speed?
30, I think.
so
Cool. I'm no longer slowed. I can run on water and up walls. I got a 50-foot movement speed. I'm gonna run to the boat.
okay. Are you gonna run up the back where you know your friends are?
No.
Well, you don't know she's here, so I'll say that.
Yes, I'm running up the closest part of it.
All right. You just
Would I have seen Glomrock run across
yes,
the water?
you see Gormrog running
Yeah,
away.
I'm running right past you.
you.
And I'm like, and with no information, nothing, just runs past.
Yep.
As Gormrog runs, it's like water is shooting up behind him. There's like a
Dash.
jet flying too close to the water is just shooting out from behind.
Dash from The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Do you say anything to Finnick, or you just
No, he
leave?
just fucking leaves. Says nothing.
I'll give
runs
her a
past me,
wink
says
before I
nothing.
run.
It's like, oh, okay.
No, once I run up, seeing the two
Creatures.
things. Yeah, how are they looking?
They look fine. They look like they've barely taken any damage this entire time. Almost as if they only been hit once each.
I'm gonna quickly look at the people here. Do I see the Quaddle?
I would
It
imagine
is
so.
in the room with Rhynak, so
Yeah.
depending on where you are. I am the only one outside on the balcony.
He
Are the
has joined
spider-
you as far as I
the-
know.
Striders?
Yeah, so Beasties, Morrigan, Door, inside the other three.
Can't see inside. So just to Morrigan,
Ching, ching, ching. She looks really cool pairing all of this, by the way. Just wanted to let you know, I guess.
It's important. It's important.
Yeah.
It's an important part of the story.
Right. How awesome it looks.
while you're parrying, and you just kind of at one point glance up and see me. The matron, what's her face, ran away. She might be coming back any minute.
I sent Zaryl to find you both. Did he make it?
Oh,
Where's Finnick?
on the beach. And I'm gonna attack one of the things.
Okay. Which one? Left or right?
Left.
Okay.
I don't know how it happened.
I don't know.
I'm gonna take a picture of that. It's cocked, so I'm gonna roll a
Can't.
different die. But that's pretty impressive. It landed on my pen.
Dante.
Yeah, Dante.
Jeez, Dante.
Hey, what's all
24 to hit.
That is.
11 points of piercing damage,
Okay.
and make a strength saving throw. No, Dex saving throw.
16.
DC is 17, I believe. Let me
Okay.
double check that. Uh, 16, and then I have a belt that pushes it up 1 for 17.
Awesome.
So it is prone unless it's immune to that.
Nope. It is now.
Please tell me it plops in the water.
Falls down into the water.
Yep.
Love it.
And then I'll move over and extra attack, hit the other one.
Okay. Does not take damage because
Ooh.
it's water and it's not high enough where it's going to like damage it realistically.
No, but it's
Um,
on my turf.
Does a 14 hit?
No.
Alright, so. But amidst all the parrying, my sword comes in, and I imagine that just out of instinct,
Yeah,
it gets
Morgan
parried too.
Morgan like thanks that one away too.
Hey, that one was mine.
Okay. Does that end your turn, Gormrug?
No, because I get bonus
Come
actions.
on,
now.
Gormrug. I have people to kill.
No, you don't.
I do. I got a lot of people I got to kill here.
Flurry of blows.
Don't tell me what to do.
That is
There's people you're gonna try to kill.
No, I'm going to kill people.
17 to hit. No, 27.
Then it's
19 plus 8, right? 27. 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and make a strength save.
natural 20.
Oof. Okay. Second hit. That's 17 to hit.
That does not. Nope, that's not hit.
17 does not hit. Okay. Then that ends my turn.
Okay. It is going to be my favorite lady's turn now.
Wendy?
favorite?
No, Wendy is
Beyonce-
not here,
Beyonce.
unfortunately. She is going to go ahead and use her full movement to step up to you, Rhynak. Actually, no, she can't get to you, Rhynak, you lucky duck. That is our Kotal here. So we're going to go ahead and make our attacks against them. Are you ready, Yuri? As I call these out.
Mhm.
First one, 22 to hit.
Ugh, hits.
Next one, 27 to hit.
God dang.
Third one, 25 to hit.
Yeah, they all hit.
Make a Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
Big oof. That's a 12.
Okay, they are speed is halved, disadvantage on dex saving throws, no reactions, and cannot use either an action or a bonus action on their turn. They also take 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Are you like smacking them with something, or is it?
Yes, it's
like
they pull
this?
out that rod and they smack them 3 times.
Okay, is it a magical weapon?
Yes.
Okay, so how much damage was that?
15.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Then, as a bonus action, they are going to utter a divine word.
Mm-hmm.
I need.
Hmm.
Is anyone of between Soshi, Soshi, Gormrog, Ryanek, or Morgan? Are any of you below 20 hit points?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Anyone below 30 hit points?
Nope.
Ryanek? Okay. Below 40 hit points?
No.
Below 50 hit points?
Nope.
No.
What is
Ryanek
Soshi at?
So she had 97, so
Damn.
minus 15 is 80 something.
Okay, Ryanek, you are deafened for 1 minute.
What? Damn.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Just see what else. Oh. Ryanek, what is your original plane of existence as a
Oh
Shatterkai?
my god.
Technically, Shatterkai as a whole are from the Shadowfell, but his original, he's from here.
Okay. All right, then.
That's rude. Oh my gosh. Dang.
I thought you guys were lower hit points than that. That makes me mad. I was trying to kill one of you
You tried,
guys.
you tried to kill us.
Tee.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Ryanek, you're up then.
Oh, this is so bad. You see the coatl. There's a clear look of that makes sense, and also ill at the shift.
Wow.
But he's still focused on this other individual. But when the matron comes in and utters this divine word, the snap of his neck is so fast it could almost break it. That insidiousness that he had before is now deeper, almost like venom. And he's deaf, so he doesn't realize how loud he says it. You dare use her words against me? And he rushes her.
Okay.
Mhm. Do that thing.
He is
Do
going
that thing.
to move in such a speed is almost broken with his one remaining duplicate with him. He gets to them, points that quill towards her. The break on the mind is gone. He wants her now. As immediately you see the shadows and the wisps begin to wrap around her. You see those almost product chains once more as I hex her before I attack her.
Okay. What's the DC for Hex?
It's not a DC.
Okay, cool. I just want to try.
I guess place a curse on them. And I'm gonna say disadvantage on strength.
Okay.
Maybe. And what type of weapon is she using? Oh no, she has a
staff and a rod that she's been switching between.
Yeah.
wisdom, 100%. And he's going to use his action to attack.
Okay.
That is going to be 26 to hit.
That hits.
Great. I am intentionally attempting to dig into her skull.
Okay.
Yikes.
Yum.
That is going to be. Well, actually, sorry, and this would have been because that was a bonus action, and this is the action, which is a cantrip. It would have been my vengeful blade.
Okay, cool.
I knew something felt wrong. There we go. So sorry. That's going to be. Is she next to is the Kowato, correct?
Yep.
Sneak attack! I haven't snuck this entire game.
That snake attack.
I love this for you. Go off, King.
Okay,
Go
we're
off.
gonna start with
The thing.
21.
Mm-hmm.
From the base blade. Yes, 21. Then we have that. Oh gosh, 21. Plus that's 32. Plus 6. 32, 37. Do I need to separate any of this?
No.
Okay, 37, and now sneak is for me 5d6.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck her up.
And she healed when she teleported away.
Of course she
Oh.
did.
Of
Not
course.
surprised.
Figured.
I said 37, 43, 49, 50, math, 4, 58, math, 61 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Rhynak, how do you want to do this?
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Do it. Do it now.
Oh, how do I want to do
good.
this?
Kill that person like you should.
As the quill edge, the pin, the sharp metal point digs into her skull, you can see his eyes have almost gone completely void black. There's a gauntness to him that comes upon him. Specifically, even though he's holding in his right hand, probably see his left hand wither ever so slightly. Because at the same time as she dies, you see almost an aura around her. There's this again magenta, reddish black coloring. And as it begins to swirl into that left hand, you see it form into a scroll. As I take her soul with my tokens of the departed.
As that
Wow.
soul is funneled directly through the quill, and that black ink pours out from the quill, you see it wrapping up their body and into their neck and in their ears, and it dives, and you see their eyes blacken as the ink fills and pulses into their body. You feel your own eyes pulse. describe to me what happens to your quill.
You see that white plume with the edges, like when a marker begins to bleed, it begins to just siphon up, moving up. You see that blackness overtake the white, but then where the ash originally was, you just instead see that magenta, reddish purple, pink edge to the entirety of the quill, and then the silver is lined with a very thick but thin, slender gold. And then where the actual feather meets the metal, forming almost like a wax seal, you see a skull.
And as you all kind of see now, Rynak's left eye, you see it darken and almost turn necrotic. The coloring around it turns this almost bloodshot red as these marks begin to pull between the pupil and the flesh. Does that end your turn, Rynek?
That is my full reaction. That is everything I can do.
Question.
Okay.
Is the darkness still up?
No.
No.
Thank you.
Okay. This is going to be our boys' turns here. This one is going to go ahead and climb back up the wall. But these are half movement. Yeah, we are kind of boned here.
It's actually an exoskeleton, but you know, whatever.
Wow.
Sensing that their captain is gone, I think these guys are just going to go ahead and try and run for it. These two are going to go ahead and try and disappear across the sides of the ship. So Gormrog and Morrigan, you can make attacks opportunity only on the right one because the other one is coming from the water, so it's a little bit farther down for the rest of you.
$24.
That hits.
22.
That hits.
Ooh, nice. 6 on the D6 plus 6 for 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
That is 8 points of slashing.
Okay.
I rolled really bad.
All right. They are able to kind of move their way up the ship, which brings us to Zarel. I'm going to say you would have kind of turned around seeing Gormrog run.
I would hope so. I was like, I guess I'm going to spend another turn traveling.
You're not going to get Finnick? You're not going to heal Finnick?
No.
I don't need heals, but I'm just here.
Well, I also wouldn't know that, would I?
No. You're right about there, Zarel, so.
I guess I would have turned around if I see Gormrog running, so it must be important.
Right.
So I guess I'm
now
gonna.
and then I get a little bit lonely and you never come around. Turn around, Friday.
How far am I away from the ship? Honestly,
I'm gonna give you. So you can actually do something. I'm gonna leave you.
Thanks.
I'm gonna give you here.
Thanks.
You're only
Thanks,
you're
Jeff.
close to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Where's that one spider person at?
One's here. One's on the other side of the ship.
How close is the one that's closest to me?
15 feet.
15 feet, and the other one?
You'd have to fly over the ship. It's probably about 60-ish feet away.
Okay.
And you do not have line of sight on it, so you don't even really know it's there.
Right. Okay. Well. Fine. I'm going to cast. Where'd it go? I want to try this one. Crown of Stars.
Okay.
Because well, actually no, I'm sorry. That's not what I was trying to do. I'm actually going to use Divine Arrow instead.
Okay.
Because why not? It's creepy looking and it needs to be burned. Yeah, I'm gonna do Divine Arrow on this little thingy thing. It's 4d10.
Okay. Make a ranged spell attack. So go ahead and roll a ranged spell attack for me.
Okay. And that is a d20, correct?
D20, and then you add 10 for your spell attack bonus.
What's the Come on, look, you can do it. Okay, I get 10.
10 plus 10?
Yes.
So 20. Okay.
Yes.
That's going to be a hit.
GS. And then it's I think it's radiant damage. No, I'm sorry, excuse me. Fire damage.
Force damage.
Force damage, is that what that? Yes, force damage. I'm gonna roll that, and that is going to be 25.
Okay.
It's just an arcane impact.
Yeah. Okay. And now you get to choose. You get to choose. Until the spell ends, it becomes vulnerable to a damage type of your choice: acid, cold, fire, thunder, necrotic, radiant, or thunder.
Radiant.
Okay.
Little sparkle.
Okay, so it is now for a minute. As long as you maintain concentration, it is vulnerable to radiant damage. Okay.
Okay.
Does that end your turn, or did you want to do anything else?
I think that's it, honestly.
That's a good spell.
Pretty cool.
All right, that's going to bring us to Finnick.
Cool. If I can move up to the edge of the beach. Just assuming the ship is not more than 240 feet away.
No.
Cool. I'm gonna fire 3 Eldritch Blasts at the closest rider.
Okay, that's the one that you
Three.
just hit.
3 what?
Eldritch Blast. Oh. Go ahead, Finnick.
As the fear sort of subsides, it turns into anger, and the chains around my wrists start to glow as I just sort of without realizing it, lift my arm out to cast this. First one is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Second one is a 29 to hit.
Hits.
And the third one is 28 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So 9, 18, 27 points of force damage
Total. Okay. As you hold up that arm, the chains, as you begin to shoot out the Eldritch Blast, they glow red hot, and you feel them singeing into your arm, though you don't feel any pain. You just hear that singe as your skin begins to smoke. And you hear the whispers in your ear. Asking you to take out the whip.
Gonna try and resist that.
Roll a charisma saving throw.
22.
You are able to resist, but just barely.
Oof.
Oh god.
The whip.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to harness divine power to regain a spell slot.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, that is going to bring us to the lovely partner that is now partnerless.
Oof, and she watched her die too. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Get better, I guess.
Get good. GG easy.
GG easy. Go next.
Easy too easy.
Oh, what are we going to do here?
Cry. It's a free action.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crying is
Yeah.
a free action.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to use an action or a bonus action to cry. It's a free action.
Is there any psychic damage that comes with it? Because remembering.
Sometimes.
I think...
No, you don't.
Fuck you. I think she's going to banish herself. She's going to hold up her hand.
One trick.
And she's going to go ahead and... they are going to go ahead and banish themselves.
One trick.
Run away to your fucking goddess.
As you say that, they're looking at you and you see the tears kind of flowing from their eyes. And they just disappear. Okay. It's going to bring us up to the top of the initiative. Morgan, you still have these two creatures to deal with.
I think, like, I was gonna move into the room, right? Seeing her appear there, and now, but seeing what happened and the other one just sort of like vanish. It was Soshi's first time actually seeing Rhynak take a soul, because even though he had killed a couple of people in the ship heist, they weren't there to witness. And you see Soshi in the sky sort of slither away straight to Morgan, giving you the deathiest of death glares. And sort of do a protective coil around them as they're like flying around Morgan. If she didn't trust you before, this feels, I think, to Soshi like an assertion of their and I was right. He is wrong and he is dangerous. And he is dark and everything that I need to keep you away from. And I feel like Morgan gets those feelings from Soshi, even though there isn't.
Yeah, it's all wordless. It's all just them pushing these.
Yeah.
Like, they are replaying the image over and over in your mind.
And it's like, I saw. I know, but
I was there.
but it's still very much like see
Yeah.
what I was telling you. I look.
You may do
Soshi,
so now.
There's still two running away. Come on. And Morgan is going to just jump off the balcony and lands on the surface of the water, and starts to run toward a a drider. I will take the one on the seaside.
Okay.
And
I
so
assume she's with
I
you.
think at this point, yeah, refusing to leave my side. Just, I think when I hop out, because it is now like we are going to be seen, they jump off the balcony as well in their genasi form.
Okay. Yeah, instantly
They are
turning
a
back.
water genasi though, so
Yeah.
you know.
And as you jump,
And
the
follow.
you see even just instinctually the water comes up and just grabs you almost as you lowers you down. So there's just no damage whatsoever for you to jump from any height. It seems like into water.
Into the water.
Yeah.
Yes. And I start Naruto running to the drider.
Okay. All right. Easy enough. You're able to catch
On
up.
the water surface.
Very easily able to catch
And
up.
we are going to. They are skittering along the side of the ship.
That is correct.
Right? Okay.
I
am...
just because I'm assuming you guys are going to hunt down and kill these driders.
Yes.
Okay. So how do you want to do this?
So this is going to be a little graphic, so if you want to cover your ears, I guess. But Morgan runs up and is going to do her sneak attack cunning strike, because with Soshi there, I get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
They are going to do a trip attack to get them into the water and then freeze the water surface over them. And they drown.
Oof.
Yeah. With, I think, Soshi sort of a lot less concerned about the drider and still doing coils around Morrigan, just looking back to where Rhynak was.
Yeah. So as you slice them down, they kind of fall down into the water and their whole body begins to sink ever so slightly as they're flailing, trying to hold themselves up. And you just bring the icicles up, and like a finger of death just in reverse that comes up, grabbing hold in this icicle fashion around their body, leaving just their head exposed under the water as you see them just attempting to reach the inch difference between where they're held frozen in place, as you just slowly watch the bubbles stop as it exiting from their mouth. And Zaro, being on the other side, how do you want to do this?
Did I hit oh boy or no?
Yeah. Yes, you did hit. Use the divine arrow, and they are now weak to divine damage, radiant damage.
To radiant damage. All right. I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any other divine. Oh, duh! I have what's it called? My ethereal harmony blade.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
Radiant damage. I would like to. You said they're still 15 feet away from me?
You can easily catch up, no issue.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna. My goal is to fly in and do a Hail Mary, like take your soul slash across the middle of their body, and my goal is to like cut straight through them.
You fly down, your wings bursting with the radiant fire out from behind you. You just bring the sword down, slice up through the entirety center of it, and the lower half just kind of slumps down and falls into the water, begins to sink. The other half still like the nerves still kicking. It's trying to hold on. It was like it's just holding on and slowly drops down. I was trying to give you a good visual. I want to give you something.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's good. It's good.
I was trying to give you something
great.
good.
I was just like, oh God.
Sorry, I was trying to help. You eviscerate this creature, and just a bit of divine energy bursts out as it slams down into the water and slowly sinks below the waves.
I gave you too much stuff to work with. Jeff.
Sorry.
Too much good material. Too much good material.
Okay. That is going to end combat, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Morgan and Soshi make their way back to the captain's quarters and just start, like, sort of heedlessly rifling through all of the belongings.
Before you do, as Morgan and Zarel fly off to take care of the last two that were running away, Gormrog didn't.
Leave. Yeah.
Gormrog was just watching Rhynak.
Oof.
And as the two are dispatched and combat ceases, just gonna walk into the room. Kinda get in front of Rhynak so that we're making eye contact. And I'm going to hunch down, because I know Rhynak is hunched down in this moment. And I'm just going to straighten up. Encouraging Rhynak to do the same. Wordlessly.
You see, in this hunched form, the best way we can describe it, a facsimile of who Rhynak is, or more so, a part of them that they have not really shown or tried to. A just visceral creature. Still refined in a way, but crooked. And as you begin to attempt to coax them back, time is up. But you see them slowly, you hear the bones breaking, cracking into places they shouldn't as he straightens himself up. I like you all. No one puts a time on me other than me. And you see him hold the scroll that he has. He will put it into that fifth slot up on his side. What does this mean for you and me is my next question.
I don't need to know all your darkest secrets. I don't need to know all your darkest motivations. I know you have your own timelines. You have your own goals. I'm going to ask you something that I asked you a while back, before we met Morrigan. But after we saved you from that drifting plank of wood. Can I trust you, Doc? Can I count you among my allies? And this time, I want one word. Because I don't care For the ifs, the whats, the maybes, the possiblies, the perhaps, the who knows. I'm asking you a yes or a no. Because that, and I'm going to point to the body on the floor, was gruesome and pretty fucking badass. And I would hate for that to be turned on me in the middle of the night. But I would love to have that on my side. Not on a leash. Not in front of me, not behind me. At my side. As an ally. But if I can't count you as my ally, I need to know. Because outside of this ship are people I need to protect. So you tell me, Doc, where do we stand? What does this mean for you and me? Can I trust you?
He looks at you and has been staring at you. And during this entire conversation, well, this entire paragraph that has been spoken to him, he has not blinked a singular time. He has not taken a breath. He's just been listening. And as you ask that question, it's as if he's bearing a soul that he barely has. Because you get no hint of a deception, no attempt to persuade. You get a raw honesty, which might have layers, but it's raw and honest. Yes.
Dr. Reinach. Thank you. I'm going to offer my hand to shake.
He will shake. He will grab your hand.
Hmm.
And again, no dishonesty. As he shakes it, wherever Finnick is, he looks directly to her. And looks at her chains. Before looking back to you.
Finnick's way off on the beach.
How far?
I think we said like 120 feet.
Unless something's blocking me, I think I still see her.
I will say, even with the walls of the ship blocking you, you know where Finnick is because you can see the aura.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wow.
But it didn't, there wasn't malice. There wasn't, it's just the truth. You said, can he trust you? You can trust that you can trust that he is truthful in everything he is saying and doing.
Allies are hard to come by. And I know you're slow to trust. I hope that I can prove to you that I am your ally as well. And that I can earn some of those secrets. I don't need them. You don't have to ever tell me anything.
Oh, Gomrog. It would be most likely a surprise to you. But in many ways, we are on the exact same side. We know what comes. If something, his eyes flick back over to where you could tell he's looking at Fennec. Back to you. That something comes. And trust me when I say everyone is worried about that. So we are on the same side, my friend.
As your eyes flick to Fennec's location, there's going to be a gaunt look that spreads across Cormorant's face. A hollowness to his eyes. And then resolve comes back. I intend to punch titans, gods, and devils alike in the face. Wherever you want to be at that time, if it's on my side, I'd be happy to have you there. We should probably find that map and get out of here if there's any other people on this boat. And I'm gonna look around as Morgan and Soshi come back.
Okay. I will say between Zarel and Morgan, both of you kind of finishing up what you're doing and arriving at the back deck at around the same time. You see that this exchange between Gormrog and Rhynak kind of wrapping up as Gormrog turns to kind of search around for the map.
And
or
we
whatever else.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. We thought there was like an area of like consecrated darkness that we thought the map might have been in, right?
Yeah,
like on the table.
That was like the captain's quarters. There is like there's the small bed there that the person was sleeping on, and there was like the desk area that is at this point been destroyed. But
yeah,
you're
I think if anything, to just point directly to where he remembers that, knowing that's where the map was.
Sure.
It's like a Jack Skellington-esque point too.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah. Morgan sort of walks in and does what she does best and like pretends nothing's wrong and that she didn't see Rhynak do anything and just puts that in a box and tosses it over her shoulder. And so she walks in, it's like, oh, like, okay, treasure map. And just starts grabbing things and like tossing them over her shoulder as well. But you do see Soshi in her water genasi form standing very straight and very rigidly and very pointedly between Morgan and you. And every time Morgan moves and that changes, she will replace herself again.
Like a
as Morgan just very kind of just starts like trashing the place, seemingly like whatever.
Sure. So Morgan's going to search the room around the desk specifically, or the room as a whole. It's going to affect the DC depending on what things are. So
yeah, I mean, I did want to try to get the map first, and then I'm gonna search the rest of the room anyways to see if I find anything interesting.
Okay, so you're searching for the map on the desk first. So go ahead and roll me an investigation check. What about the rest of you guys? Gormog, are you searching anywhere? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Where are you searching?
Surfaces, drawers,
room as a whole.
Cabinets. Yeah.
Okay, investigation check. Rhynak.
Searching the body.
Okay. Investigation check. Zaro, what are you searching?
My soul, Jesus. I
Introspective.
doesn't really know what they're looking for in the first place. But this time Zero's not going to say the quiet thing out loud.
Okay.
He is gonna. I'm not sure if Gormarog catches Zero's eye at all, but where he would usually say a thing or do a thing or have a look or whatever, he just, if he's looking at Gormarog and they catch eyes, he's just gonna nod and go, I'll let you handle it. And kind of doesn't press the issue and practices that box thing. Put that
Okay.
in there and what are we looking for? What,
Okay, real quick.
Morgan with her 8, I'm sure finds jack shit. She's like, a map. There has to be a map around here somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, give me 1 sec.
Sure.
Finnick, what are you doing while this is all happening?
I feel like in this moment, after seeing like the Driders fall off the side of the ship, realizing there's like a moment of quiet, I'm gonna look around at the people that are on the beach with me, try and gauge their reactions.
Looking around, it's pretty late at night at this point, I would say. Like, most of the people are in the city proper, kind of enjoying themselves. Obviously, there's a few people out on the beach. A lot of them not really paying that much attention. The few closest to you are just kind of sitting there, like a pipe in their mouth, just watching. They don't seem to truly give a fuck because it's not their boat, not their problem.
Right.
So,
But I guess seeing that, I'm just gonna like plop my ass in the sand, try to catch my breath as I again inspect the chains and I look to see if they've grown at all.
roll Constitution saving throw for me. Actually, make it an intelligence saving throw because this is going to be something directly against your mind.
That's a 2.
Oof.
Oh no. Hold on, let me match the vibe here.
Oh, God.
What is going on? Why? Why?
Finnick. The chains, they feel so heavy right now. You kind of force your arm up and into your lap as they're cooling, and you can see that the steam still rising and the heat still rising off of them. You watch, kind of inspecting across of it, and you kind of pull them apart, and you look at your skin, and there are those scars where the chains are sitting now, and they're kind of left these burn scars across your forearm. As you're watching them, it looks like they start to rotate. These chains slowly are starting to move around your arm. You're not sure if it's just your exhaustion at this point, as this visual illusion as these begin to rotate around your arm. You feel for a minute, you kind of blink, and you hold your arm out, and it's stopped moving. And that's when it happens. You see the chains burst out from your forearm like an explosion of chains, and they shoot out into the sky, still attached to your arm, and they wrap down around your shoulders and pull your arms down in tight to your chest. You feel the chain pull up your neck and slowly begin to wrap around the back of your head as chains begin to encase you. And things slowly begin to go dark.
I try to scream out for help.
Roll me a charisma check.
Just flat check.
Yeah.
It's an 18.
I need the three of you to go ahead and roll perception checks for me.
Does it include me?
Yeah.
It's a 20 from Morgan.
Okay.
Funny enough, also a 20 for Rhinek.
Okay.
It's going to be a 12.
Okay. Gormog, roll me a perception check.
$17.
And what'd you roll again, Finnick?
18.
Okay. Morgan and Rhinek are the only ones that hear the faint, muffled scream come from the beach. You're not quite sure who or what it may be, but you do catch the faint scream before it is silenced. Rhinek, that demonic aura that wrapped around Finnick's arm, if as you look in that direction, you see it much, much brighter now.
Okay.
Hmm.
If I go outside and like look, I guess it's so far away. Yeah. Is she still there? Or
Do you go outside and look?
yeah. I think yeah, as I'm finishing, just in case. It was a 33 investigation on the body.
You find platinum pieces, the map, and the weapons. I'll send you the information.
Great. I just wanted to
and
make sure.
and a spell scroll.
Okay, we'll get that later.
Yeah.
His head like kind of snaps, and he looks to Gormrug for a moment, and then he starts to walk outside, a bit suddenly, based on a sudden shift.
Strange behavior. I'll follow.
As you walk outside, even from this far away, you can see almost like a corpse in a body bag. You see chains wrapped around a figure, glowing red hot, laid out across the beach.
I run.
Okay.
Burn a key point.
Yep.
Action surge dash. I run.
Instantly able to get to her body. What do you want to do?
Need to find her mouth so she can breathe. I start pulling at the chains. I know it's going to hurt, and I do it anyway.
The second you touch it, you take 9 points of fire damage as your own skin begins to burn and crackle against the hot metal.
Fine.
Roll me a strength check, Cormac.
15.
You begin to pull open You see Finnick there underneath. And Finnick, you begin to see light as Gormrog is pulling open these chains from your body. And as
Finnick.
that light begins to press against your eyes, you hear that whisper lightly behind you. Not much longer now. And the chains die down in temperature, and Gormrog is able to progressively pull them from your body.
As I pull them and pull them and pull them, once I see that she is free, I'm just going to hug her to me.
I accept the hug, but it's one of those rare moments where I don't hug back. I am, needless to say, shell-shocked in this moment. Lost in a gaze that you can't exactly follow. As I just sort of, my head just sort of flops onto your chest.
I just start rocking as I hug you to me. I know you've got 1,000-yard stare, so you don't see the tears.
And she has tears that match yours.
Okay. Finnick, I have added it to your character sheet. You now have the feat telekinetic, though it is all done through chains, so it is not invisible, but it is done through the chains that have now embedded themselves in your right arm. You can shoot them out and draw them back. You also get to increase your intelligence, wisdom, or charisma by 1, but I'll leave that up to you. That being said, that is where we're going to call it for the evening. Hope you guys have had fun. Yuri, what do you got going on this week?
Dang.
Oh man, what a way to end. Jeez. I love it. I love it. But yeah, everybody, first of all, thanks for watching. We had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun watching us flail around and just be stressed out of our minds. But this week, tomorrow, I will be over at Happy Jacks RPG again with our Road to Nowhere Electric State RPG. As always, every Tuesday. This Wednesday, however, we are taking a break from superhero shenanigans for the next 2 weeks. So I'll see you guys there in 2 weeks. But on Thursday, I will be over at Help Action Needed as we start our mini campaign. Our 4-episode mini campaign will be every Thursday for 4 Thursdays, as we are a group of normal people who are trying to come to terms knowing that the world is ending in 3 days. Yeah, that's it for me. Again, I will be at Gen Con. There are games, so you can find me DMing some safe mode disabled games, as well as a couple of the Monty Cook games as well. So go check that out.
Okay. Omega, what do you got going on?
Again, tomorrow on twitch.tv/surfeffers for Doom's series. Got about 5 more episodes of that before we're back to Terraform for its 7th season, which is wild. To Thursday over the TV/Captain Robert for Vecna Eve of Ruin, as we're in Cholt dealing with so many things. The Friday, Shadows of Baldur's Gate, which is a BG3 inspired D&D campaign set after the events of the game, over on twitch.tv/Hit Chronicles. Aside from that, Gen Con, more information on that, including a game that I'm DMing with Yuri, called The Con of the Dead. It's going to be chaos. So come see that. That's me.
Okay, I think that's it for everyone. We'll be back next week for another episode of Fortune Fates. I got nothing else. If you guys got nothing else, remember, we love you, geeks. Good night.